Alright everybody, welcome back to some more Pokemon Yellow. It is I, Xilestar, and today we're going to be continuing onward with Pokemon Yellow. I did a lot of farming off screen, as you'll probably be able to tell with Drachytham being at level 34. Very nice, very nice. Here's Drachytham, he's looking very sweet and nice. And he also learned Slash off screen, that's pretty much all he did. Alright, so let's just go and use Cutter right away. So this time we're gonna try and see if we can beat Pokemon Yellow much faster than the other two games. Okay, so we already fought all the trainers, so we just need to find the Lux, which is... Okay, so it has to be adjacent. So I'm gonna try down here. No! Okay, well, that was a rip moment then. Does that mean it has to be like onto the left or right of it though? Actually, I want to check something now because I don't know if I checked it last time or not. Okay, I didn't pick any of them up, okay. So, I said last time, technically it's a part of the new thing for Pokemon Yellow and Red and Blue and all that stuff because they don't technically have a thing that you can just go collect more kind of thing. Okay, I'm going here. There we go, perfect. We're going to replace all of the vitamins, iron, and all that stuff kind of thing, and we're going to go and replace it with power point-ups because we're going to be more so using that more than any of the other kind of items that we have here. Or more than just using iron and all that stuff. So let's go see what Lieutenant Surge has. 10, hi, welcome to the Vermilion Gym. Will you look at that? A pint-sized challenger. Hey, that's me. Hahaha, you've got big and brassy nerves to take me on with your puny power. A Pokemon battle's war, show you, civilian. I'll shock you into surrender. Oh no! Alright. Raichu? Cool. Yeah, I've already changed all of the, wow. I've already changed all the settings on all of the other recordings. Yellow only has one Pokemon? Interesting. I actually thought it would be much tougher than that, to be honest. Yeah, it only took me like 3 hours to kind of go and do my farming. Once I got Drachytham to be able to take care of it himself kind of thing, he was able to do it. I got Thunderbolt again. Yay! What do you say, Pikachu? He has a heart! Oh, he's so happy! Okay, so we got the third gym. Now we can get rid of Cutter if we really need to, but right now we still kinda need him. Okay, so you're gonna give us Squirtle, right? You have the Thunder Badge? You must be a good trainer. I just caught a Squirtle that was always getting into mischief. Would you take good care of it? Yes, I would. We got Squirtle! We're gonna name him Squirts, just like we did with the other one. Oops. We want lowercase. Thank you. So we want Squirts. There we go. So now we have Squirts. So I'm gonna go and store squirts in here. I'm gonna have to go do a lot more farming after this. No! It's probably gonna happen again because I don't know when we get the Bulbasaur, but I know for a fact that I'm probably gonna have to do it one more time for the Bulbasaur, but I really just don't want to do that. Let's just go store squirts in here. I'll work on him off screen again. Level 10! Why couldn't it be like 15 or something like that, so it's closer? Don't just hand me a level 10 and go, yep, that's fine. It's perfect. That's exactly what you wanted, right? You wanted a level 10. Because there's no reason why you want a level 30, right? You just want a level 10. Whatever. It's fine. Yeah, so we still have Cutter in the party specifically because we want to go and end up doing this. Which is a little bit up here. We're going to go do a little bit of fast forwarding just to get over there. So we just want to do it so we get over here so then we can use Cutter here. Yeah, so pretty much I just wanted to kind of talk about this a little bit more as well. So right now, as I am recording this, all of the Pokemon Yellow footage is up. I am not kidding. All of it is already up. I should be well stacked just in case something does happen. Give me a second. I'm going to go and take a look at that. I'm going to pretend uploading a video right now. Yeah, because let's see here. Yeah, all of it has been scheduled, so we should have, by the time that this video even goes around, it'll be the 20th of September. No, I'm wrong. Wait. Oh, I could have done an extra. Okay, well, whatever. So, never mind. It should go up on the 20th. No, 21st. Sorry, I'm looking at this wrong, because I thought I had all the other ones uploaded beforehand. Wait, so what was supposed to go up? Oh, okay. But yeah, so like I already have all those sort of uploaded and ready to go. The reason why is because there's supposed to be something supposedly happening, so I'm just getting ready for that. I gotta go and build up the playlist, I think, for Diablo 3, so hooray for that. What is this? A TM30. Nice. So I also chose to increase the volume on Pokemon Yellow. So it is now... what is it? It's like 10 decibels higher, because there's no percentage. I would do it by percentage, but like I find the decibels is much more exact on where I need it to be, so I'm just using the decibels for now. I know you can change it, but I don't want it to like change and then change it back kind of thing. So if I change it to, yeah, so it's at 3%. And it's very loud, because according to OBS, it's like about hitting that like middle of the green kind of thing. Or are we stuck? Yeah, we're stuck. Okay, let's just speed this up. There we go. Yeah, anytime there's one of those moves, I'm just gonna speed it up. So yeah, so I'm very happy though that that it's actually getting done this way. Aim to be the ultimate trainer. Cool. So you're probably gonna have like level 20 Pokemon. Meanwhile, I have a level 30, 2 level 30s that I use for prime combat. Yep, 25. Why am I not surprised? Well, 25 pretty much. Slash. Bye. Actually, now that I think about it, if we look at this in the same sense of like Pokemon Red and Pokemon Blue kind of thing, technically we shouldn't run out of power points in the area. Because we have 2 Pokemon that we're using for battle now instead of 1. In the case of, I know Pokemon Blue, we technically lost, I think, once or twice, I think. No, it was this one. Yeah, it was this one. Technically lost once already at the beginning. And I think it's the same thing with Red. Maybe Red lost way too early that I kind of forgot that we lost kind of thing. On either that or I over-leveled Drachythum too much, so he never lost. That could also be it too. But I know for a fact that Pokemon Blue we did technically lose once, and that was after Rock Tunnel. Is it Rock Tunnel? Because that's our technical first loss, because Squirts actually fainted. But we got super lucky where we didn't get another trainer battle. But that still doesn't excuse the fact that Squirts did go down. I think the reason why Squirts went down was because it was either a Pidgey or Pidgeotto, I think. They used Sand Attack, so we couldn't struggle and hit it all that accurately. So it was able to hit us down a little bit. And so we pretty much fainted because Struggle, of course, is recoil. Which wouldn't have been a problem if we weren't getting attacked. If we weren't getting attacked, Struggle wouldn't have taken us down. Sure, we would have had like low HP kind of thing. We would have had low health, and we'd be like, oh man, like a one shot and we're dead kind of thing. But for the most part, we should have been fine. There should have been no point. There should have been no problem. Wow, that's loud. Alright. Thank you. For doing that. Thank you. Alright. Yeah, I'm going to be recording something else after this, so I gotta make sure that that's all primed and ready to go. Gotta make sure it's fully charged. It should be fine. Alright. Well, we got a Rattata. That's pretty cool, man. Quick attack, that's nice. I got Slash, so I'm gonna get a crit on this. So if you don't know how Gen 1 crits work, I forget exactly how it... I don't know if I'm gonna try and explain it properly. So how Gen 1 works is that depending on how fast your Pokemon is, you're guaranteed to crit more often. So if you have a really fast Pokemon, with Slash, it will guarantee to crit all the time. I'm trying to remember the example. There's an example of a Pokemon that will always crit. I think it's Persian. If you have a Persian with Slash, it will always crit no matter what. And I think it's on anything that would boost critical hit ratio, which is pretty much just Slash at this point. So anytime you use Slash on Persian, it'll crit no matter what. I am a little toughy. Tough as iron. No, I'm kidding. There we go. Alright. Alright, what we got here? Geodude. It's pretty cool, man. Pretty cool Geodude you got there. It's a shame it's gonna go down with an Ember. Did we not get Flamethrower yet? I think we should have gotten it already. Or were we supposed to get his Charmander before anything? Okay, come on. Come on, laptop. You should have already loaded up already. Okay, let's see here. Or does it have to be a Charizard for it to win it? Let's see. Charmeleon wins it at 42. Really? Interesting. Oh, it learns it pretty late. I see. Okay. That is not what I thought it was. Whoops. Not what I meant to use. I went up too many times. So yeah, so we're gonna have Pokemon Essentials game after this. It's gonna be really fun. I played it, I think maybe once or twice, I think. I definitely know once, but I don't know if I played it again. I didn't play it enough that like I know where every secret item is, or every secret kind of thing is, but like I played it enough that like I'll be able to know exactly what I'm doing at certain moments of the story, and other moments will be like, oh man, I gotta go farm or whatever. I'll know like a good spot for it kind of thing, but yeah, that's pretty much all it is. And now we're getting a Charizard. Woot. Perfect. Are you still happy, Pikachu? Technically, you shouldn't be. I haven't used you in a while. You're a trainer. So this still has the same sort of thing as Pokemon Red, where we have to kind of battle each and every Pokemon, so it's fine. Or every trainer kind of thing, because we kind of need to. We need as much experience as much as possible. I am debating on if we should actually end up catching every legendary bird a second time, because this one's going to be much easier, as we're going to have a Bulbasaur, of course. Actually, I should see if I can pull up that. See if he'll tell me exactly where to get it in Pokemon Yellow. It might. I don't know. It also just seems kind of funny, though, that we did Pokemon Red first, and we got Charmander first. We did Pokemon Blue second, and we got Squirtle second. So what would have happened if we would have picked Bulbasaur? So I know that this is going to come up because I think in Pokemon Red, I think? Was it Red? It might have been Pokemon Red. I'm not quite sure, I think. But for Pokemon Red, I used a random number generator, picked number between 1 and 3, and that would have picked whichever starter we picked. And it picked Charmander. Now that wasn't planned. I didn't like program it to put like whatever one Charmander is. I think it's like, I think Charmander's 3, I think. It's like it's the third Pokeball, so I think I never programmed it to say 3. I put 1 to 3 and I told it, go right ahead, pick 1. And so I picked Charmander. And the reason why I didn't do the same thing when Pokemon Blue is because since Pokemon Red, we did Charmander, so I thought, you know what, it would be kind of funny if for Pokemon Blue we did Squirtle. Now, if I wanted to continue that random number generator thing, I would have just put in the number for Squirtle and just had it so it would just do that. Just because I thought it would be really hilarious. It's like, oh wow, it's a very good coincidence. But I thought, no, we're just gonna go let it do its thing and just stick with Squirtle at that point. Okay, let me go and Ember. Why not? Should be able to take it down or be very, very close. Okay. Wait. Okay, so we have to go back to Cerulean. That seems kind of odd. Okay, give me a second. Seems kind of odd. I don't remember that being a thing. Yeah, I'm trying to type in Cerulean City. I'm kind of confused. Is it actually true? are all your fishing encounters, okay. That's that, okay. That's Misty's gym. Yeah, they're separating it based off of that. Okay, I'm even more confused. Okay. Where is it? Okay, now I'm even more confused. What is going on here? Why can't I find it? Or did I pass it like every other time? Okay, well, I guess I'm gonna have to go and look it up on my own time or something like that. Or... Okay, give me a second. I just loaded up the rock tunnel map. Okay. Just gonna go run. We don't really need to fight wild Pokemon nearly as much. We're already pretty over-leveled. Especially by this time. So we should be fine. I don't think we really need to worry about anything about that, so... That is kind of interesting. Okay, give me a second, I'm gonna go back again. Oh, okay, so it's here then. Yeah, okay, so it is there, okay. Nope, I don't want to go to the search anymore. Oh, trainer, okay. Okay, it says gift, but that doesn't make any sense. Okay. Come on, game, just pretty much play yourself for a little bit for now. No! Okay. At least, like, the game still has at least a little bit of color, so you can actually kind of see it. Okay, this is a wild, so I can just run. Yeah. Okay, trainer anytime now. Thank you. Come here often, but I will fight you. What? Weird. Very nice one. Let's go and... This is a trainer, yes, I remember. Bulbasaur. Oh, okay. I see now. Very interesting. Okay. Kind of weird, though. Okay. Yeah, so we're gonna have to go to Cerulean City at some point. So I just looked up how to actually get the Bulbasaur. Apparently, Bulbasaur is supposed to be the first one of the starters that we're supposed to be able to get a hold of. But I missed it completely. This is probably not even the first time that I probably missed it. Probably because it's so obscure, because I think the reason why is because this one's actually in a building where the other two, where we actually got the Charmander and the Squirtle, were outside, so I could see the NPC. Whereas this one, no, you don't get to see the NPC. It's in a building. And it's in one of the buildings where you don't really need to go in for anything. So I can kind of see how I missed it. But here's the interesting part about it, alright? So, the thing is that I went on Cerebi because Cerebi is one of the best websites to actually go to look up things specifically. So, though, if you want to go look up like a Pokemon's move pool or whatever, Cerebi is usually one of the best sites. I think Bulbapedia is a second, in my opinion. Cerebi just has a much cleaner sort of looking at it, whereas I think Bulbapedia just looks like a Wikipedia page kind of looking thing. So it doesn't really look as nice. Plus Cerebi more has a dark theme. So it doesn't say anything on Cerebi about the gift Pokemon. It says the trade. I know the trade because I remember using it a bunch of times because that was the only way you can get one of the Pokemon. Is this where I need to go? I think I'm lost. Yeah, and here's all the wild Pokemon. Here's with the different rods which you can get a hold of. And trainers with the gym. Yeah, that's it. That's all this. It doesn't say where to get the Bulbasaur or how to get the Bulbasaur. Which is interesting. And weird. And I don't know why it doesn't do that. But I looked it up. I know where it is now. I'm kind of sad that I kind of missed it. It's one of the early ones you're supposed to be able to get a hold of, and plus it could have actually helped with Misty if you leveled it up a little bit, but because the game gives you a free Pikachu kind of thing, you don't really need the Bulbasaur nearly as much. I'm just gonna skip this battle. Bye. Okay, is this where I need to go? I'm a bit confused if this is actually where I need to go. Yeah, but there might be another trainer around here, I think. Maybe with the best shot. Yep. Okay. Yeah, don't worry. Once we get towards, I think after this Essentials game, which is going to be a breath of fresh air because it's going to be better graphics and stuff like that because I think it's based off of I want to say Gen 5 kind of thing. Gen 4, Gen 5 kind of thing. So it's going to look like you're going to actually see better pixels kind of thing, which is going to be an amazing difference. But for the most part, but I'm talking about for Gen 2, which is going to happen right after this one, it's going to be a whole new breath of fresh air kind of thing, which is going to be an amazing thing. Plus, we're going to have an amazing challenge kind of thing, which is going to be amazing. It's going to be really fun. And I think it's going to be an amazing thing to have because, of course, challenges are just that fun. So, hooray for that. So I think that's all we need to do. So let's just go up this ladder. If I can actually see where my character is. Okay, so we went through there. This map is very crude in what it actually is showing off to me right now. So I think we appeared there. So we need to head down. There's a picture that tried to merge both of them together with a more of a color line kind of thing just to show you where to go. But I think it just ended up confusing me even more. This is a wild battle, right? Yeah, let's just run from that. So there was an area we went to, I think, in blue, where we had to go through Diglett's Cave to get back to Pewter City at some point. That's where you actually get Flash. You need to have at least, I think it's 10? Is it 10 or is it like 5? It's like 5 or 10 registered Pokemon on your Pokedex. And then you kind of just go, you know what? We win. Like, that's literally how you get Flash. And for me, I just don't really care. It's easier just to look up a guide. Or just look up on Google Images, just like Rock Tunnel map or whatever, and then just use that. We should be fine now. Awesome. We'll see if Stab kind of takes care of most of it. It did. And we got a crit with that too. So I think I also... Did I also say this as well? I'm not quite sure if I did. But through... Just so it's actually fresh in my mind right now. For the Elite Four, we're going to have one Pokemon take on one member at a time. And if that Pokemon does go down, so let's say we use Drachythum for, let's say, the first one kind of thing. Then let's say Drachythum faints during the middle of it kind of thing. That'll count as his loss. So if any of the other ones kind of faint after that, we're not going to count as a loss for them because they weren't even supposed to be in that fight to begin with. It was Drachythum's fight kind of thing. And then same goes for all of the other ones, right? So all the other ones have that same sort of like same restrictions and stuff. So I can already imagine how we're going to actually go around each and every one of them. And that is probably going to be really weird. Okay, so let's see. So the first one... Venus would be perfect because I think it has all the type matchups, but it also is a double-edged sword because it can also faint very easily too. But how everything else is sort of structured, I kind of need... No! Pikachu for first, Venusaur for second, Drachythum for third, and then Squirts for last. And then once you get to the champion fight, whichever one kind of, like... I don't want to say lives, because it's not a Nuzlocke or anything like that. But we are counting individual losses, and I will go back and go through all the footage again and count each individual loss, and then... Oh, so there's like, you need to show them. Yeah, sure, why not. But yeah, I think that's pretty much how it is, because I know Pikachu can handle the first one roughly well. I think there's only maybe one? Maybe two that might be able to be a rough time, but I think it should be a-okay. I'm not expecting Pikachu to do much. I don't think it's like the partner Pikachu from the Let's Go games where it has extra stats kind of thing to make it slightly more powerful kind of thing. I think it's just a normal Pikachu. But yeah, I know Venusaur would be perfect for the first one because it has better stat line kind of thing. The only issue is that I know for a fact the second one has I think the second one has Onyx, I think. And I know for a fact that Pikachu can't deal with that one. And I know I can't switch Pikachu for the third one because Drachythum would be perfect, because Drachythum could just Earthquake them all down. And by Earthquake I mean like dig. So, just dig. Oh! Now we're having a... Now I'm having like an extra... Now I'm thinking about something else. So... Something that I actually kind of want to talk about now is that since we now have both Dig and Earthquake that we can use on two different Pokemon. Now comes into the question of which one should we use? Is there a trainer here? No? Huggers leave twigs as trail markers. Okay. Let's see here. Yeah, because I think for the most part... Okay, let's see here. So Dig would be perfect for Drachythum. Wait, would it be actually? Because the advantages of Earthquake and Dig are non-existent, just that Dig takes 2 turns, whereas Earthquake is just 1. That's the only thing. So that's literally the only difference. There's nothing else. There's nothing that's like, oh, Dig has like, you can... Well, you also have protection for certain moves. For turn 1. So I feel like Dig would be better to give on Drakitham. And then have Earthquake on Squirts kind of thing. Because then Squirts can actually do a lot of damage with that. Or even if we were to reverse it so that those Squirts can be at least a little bit more like dodgy in that way kind of thing. And then have, because I don't think Venusaur can learn any good moves, right? Venusaur can't learn anything decent in this game. It's only this one that's really weird, where it doesn't learn much of anything. Yeah, because we're mostly just going to give Venusaur some status moves as its only way of actually being able to do most of its damage. Not all, most of it. We're going to give it Leech Seed and Toxic. I know that for a fact because I know Toxic is really, really broken. If the opponent doesn't switch out at any point. Because it just rises in damage. Yes, I can beat your power. We're going to give it, I think, Razor Leaf? Wait, which one's stronger in this case? Razor Leaf. We have a 5% chance of missing, but it's better than Violet in many cases. And then we can give it Body Slam too. Nice. Let's see here. Ember. Can I learn anything else? Okay, so something that's also kind of interesting to also mention is that it can learn Mega Drain. Now, there are 2 things that I wanted to mention about why I want to use Razor Leaf over Mega Drain. The reason why is because Razor Leaf is slightly stronger. Even though we're going to be sort of using Leech Seed at the same time, if this game had Giga Drain, I would have used Giga Drain over over Razor Leaf, because Giga Drain I think has 70 base power, I think. It's like 60, 70 kind of thing. Which is much better, plus it's always 100% accurate, so it's always really good. Unless some accuracy or evasion is in play, then, well, it's not going to hit all the time now, is it? Yeah, we're starting to run out of moves here. Okay, what's TM34 now? Bide. We don't really need Bide. TM11 is Bubble Beam. You can give that to Squirts. Thunder Wave. We don't need Thunder Wave. I'm looking for Dig here. Dig, okay. Okay, let's see here. Because if I wanted to use... Yeah, because Drakithim's going against the 3rd one. It just means it's going to take longer for them to go down. And what would Squirts use it for? Nothing really too major. I might just give it to Squirts, actually. I might just give Earthquake to Body Slam, too. Wait. Can Blastoise learn it naturally? Can it learn Body Slam naturally? Because here's Thunderbolt. And what's this one? Teleport. That's not really that helpful. Well, I shouldn't say that. It's helpful in its own little way, but it's not really too helpful in a battle. Okay, let's see here. Can I go and take a look at Blastoise? I want to see if it can learn Body Slam naturally. Because if it can learn Body Slam naturally, let's just keep it with Body Slam then. Survey says, no, it cannot learn it naturally. Dang, man. That actually kind of sucks. We have to actually give it a TM. Okay, if we get TM for takedown, I'll switch it for body slam after the session. Because either way, it's fine. Like, I don't really see too much of a problem with that. Well, I shouldn't say that. I understand why this game usually doesn't, why the older Pokemon games only give you 1 TM at a time. Unless we can just buy Body Slam. Wait, can we actually buy it? Can you actually buy it? Can you actually buy it? Because if you can just buy Body Slam, we're just gonna go buy it then. Slash again. Because I don't think Endo can take it down. No, you can only get 1. In takedown, we can actually buy it. So it's not like it's cheating if we just switch 1 for it. But I do understand why that these old games kind of thing had these breakable TMs kind of thing. Which there should always be a way that you can at least, I don't want to say farm. There should always be a way to obtain an extra copy of it. So, like, I remember from the old Pokemon games, I think it's the old Pokemon games. I know for this one and the other ones, the only way to obtain, well, not Ice Beam as of this moment, but, like, I think for Gen 2 and onward, up until, I think it's Gen 5? Is it Gen 5? Yeah, Gen 5, I think. The only way to obtain, I think it was Flamethrower, Ice Beam, Thunderbolts, and all those other ones that are kind of in that, like, high damage range and really good effects kind of thing. Those ones were all obtained through, well, gambling, in a sense, but more so, it was more geared towards spending hours upon hours using the luck to your advantage to just go and grab a whole bunch of them. And that was one of the very few issues that I think the Gen 1 and 2 games kind of had, was that they had a very clunky system in order to do it. I say clunky, but it's more so it takes a long time to actually end up doing it. So, yeah. Which I don't mind if there's a little bit of random luck going towards it. Like, I like one thing that they did in Sword and Shield, where they have it so though you have to spend an extra currency, a currency you can easily rack up a ton of very, very quickly, and you can just easily just start racking up a bunch of money in that, or rack up that number as high as possible, then gamble it on getting, I think it's, what was it, it's Evolution Stones. There's a whole bunch of other stuff too that I think I only ever used it for Evolution Stones. But pretty much, yeah, like you can get a whole bunch of Evolution Stones. I think there's a person where it'll give you random treasures, like I think Pearl and Big Pearl and stuff like that, I think. There might have been one that gives you random, like, flora kind of thing. I could be wrong on that. Then again, I'm trying to remember every trainer that you can trade Watts for. I know the digging duo, I think. Yeah. I know one of them has a chance of getting the low quality, like, stones at a much easier pace, and the other one has a higher chance of getting the higher quality stuff, but it will be fatigued faster. So it should be. So yeah. So like, I kind of like that system. I kind of wish they would have done something like a TM kind of thing. Like, they could have done it so, though, it's like, oh, I'm using, like, a random number generator or something like that, or my computer's gonna spit out a random program for you to teach your Pokemon, or a random TM or TR, or whatever they call it now, kind of thing, so that you can give it to your Pokemon. What is it going to be? And then it's a random thing, right? It picks from 1 to wherever. I think that one, TRs go up to 99, I think. Same thing with the TMs. So it picks a number between 1 to 99. And then whatever it spits out, let's say it spits out 68, you get TR68. Or in these kinds of games, like a TM68 kind of thing. So then the next time you look at it, you go, oh, hey, I got TM68 from this. And, it's very cool. And then have it as either an hour cooldown or something like that. So, you can farm for it, but you can't farm for it 24/7 kind of thing. Or you can just spam it kind of thing. I think that would be kind of amazing too. Can I get a... I do not have any antidotes on hand. You're a trainer? Okay. Well, that happened. But yeah, as I said, I kind of like this old, how Watts don't actually interfere with money in any way, shape, or form. It doesn't influence it at all. You don't need, gold or anything like that, or whatever you want to call it. I'm going to call it Pokédollars now. So you don't need... So Pokédollars don't influence Watts in any point, shape, or time. So you can't, convert Pokédollars to this fictional Watt currency kind of thing. Whereas, I know in this you do, where you have to use... your Pokédollars to buy these sort of gambling tokens kind of thing. And that's how you get more of these so-called tokens. And that's sort of one of the problems with, I think, that these games had, pretty much, was that there was no good way of getting a lot of Pokédollars. So I think that for the most part, I think it would have been much easier if there would have been an easier way of doing it. I don't... Oh, okay. I think it used self-destruct. Interesting. I'm gonna switch to Trichithum. I'm just gonna spam Leer. Okay, nothing happened. Growl now. So we're just gonna weaken it. So it does nothing. And wait till it says it doesn't do anything. Okay, now we're gonna switch over to Pikachu. Pikachu should be fine. Do I have any healing items? No, I don't. We gotta hope Quick Attack takes it out then. What? Okay, well that's kind of weird. I don't remember that ever happening, so we're gonna go down. This is gonna be a team wipe. But I think we're gonna have to be able to use Cutter in order to do this. This is so weird. Okay, just keep spamming it. We're gonna go down at some point. That is -6 defense. Unless it's using Harden, because that doesn't make any sense. Yeah, there's no way. There was no way. There was no way that would have happened. There was no way we could have won that. So we have to go through a rock tunnel again. Yay! Oh, it should be fun. Well, at least we just need to kind of go out. We've already fought all the trainers, so it should be fine. Just give me a second. We'll pull up the map. Alright, let's go down here. Okay, we're just gonna go. Leave me alone. Leave me alone! There we go. Yeah, I'm going slow now because I'm trying to get all those, quick turns kind of thing. Trying not to overshoot. Zubat, leave me alone. Leave me alone. Stop it. Okay, it's up here. Nope. Leave me alone. Yeah, so pretty much that's why I like the whole Watt system in general. Yeah, now that I'm kind of losing my train of thought now. it's so easy for me to lose track of it because I'm getting so distracted. It's like, oh, well, we're gonna wipe from this, and it's like, wait, what was I talking about again? Oh, I'm getting stuck on the trainer. Okay. I was like, am I going into another battle? I thought I fought all the trainers here. No. Oh. I went a little bit too far. Oh. I think I just need to go straight down now. Nope. There we go. Okay, buddy. Drachythum is not happy right now. We got a team wipe, and now we're gonna go take you down. Drachythum not happy. Yeah, Drachythum was not happy about that. Alright, let's switch Pikachu back. Alright, well, since we just pretty much got a wipe and we can just pretty much just do all this, let's just go fight every trainer in this area. I was gonna try and, like, pretty much crawl my way back to the Pokemon Center, but might as well just battle them now. Yay. I'm just gonna keep spamming quick attack. At some point it's gonna go down. Oh, we're gonna love this. Thunderbolt. Nice. So one of the things that I did mention is that at some point I'm going to be, like, I want to, but I kind of want to wait a little bit on it before I go and say, yeah, it's a definite thing kind of thing. I'm going to, like, at some point I want to kind of live stream, Sword and Shield kind of thing, or, like, one of them, not both of them at the same time, obviously, but, like, one of them at the very least. Or maybe for Pokemon Sword or Pokemon Shield when they do eventually are the games that we're going to be playing kind of thing. For the channel, having a playthrough of one of each kind of thing, I will probably be live streaming maybe one of them. And one of the things that I kind of want to do is I'm going to try and find a way to move these Pokemon over to that game specifically. And what I'm going to do with that whole shenanigans is that anybody who kind of, let's say, I don't really know how to kind of explain it, because Twitch is a new thing for me. Like donates, let's say, enough or something like that, or we reach a goal or something like that. Pick like a random person or whatever, and you win like a Pokemon of your choice from one of the series kind of thing. Because I think that would be kind of cool, though, because then I don't even know if that's even going to be even a big thing, to be honest. But I think that would be kind of cool, you know? Like, you get, let's say, Pikachu from this game, or you get, like, a copy of it, because I don't even know if this one can actually leave the game. You might just get a copy of it. But you'll get Drachythum from, let's say, Pokemon Red, or you'll get Drachythum from Pokemon Blue, or, like, you know what I mean? Like, you get those old series ones, or, you know, Gold, Silver, Crystal, whichever ones we got from those, or something like that. Like, I think that would be kind of cool to end up going with. Where, like, you go through one game, and then, like, when you reach a random goal or whatever, you reach into that sort of, like, extra topic area where we're like, hey, you know what, we reached this goal, you know? Like, I think I have an idea of how I'm gonna do it. I'll probably just pick a Pokemon at random, and then I'll put probably like a... I know Sword and Shield has that link code thing, but I don't know if Brilliant Diamond and Spatial Pearl, I think. I can't remember what the Pearl one is called. But whichever one that one's called, if they have a similar system or an even better system from, let's say, I know X and Y had the best system for it. Because you can trade with, what was it, Friends, I think? I think it's like, it has the YCOM system, I think is what it's called, or the PSS, I think. Something like that. No, YCOM is a new one, I think. Maybe, I'm not quite sure. I know, I think it was either Sword and Shield, not Sword and Shield. It was either X and Y or it was Sun and Moon. I think they switched it up, I think, a little bit. I might be wrong on that. But I know one of them had, like, a better system, because you can assign people as friends, acquaintances, or just random passerbys kind of thing. Well, you don't get to assign the passerbys, it's automatically assigned. And I think that that was an amazing system, and also have it so that you can trade or battle with friends without Nintendo, like, without Switch Online. I think that would have been an amazing system. That would have been cool, because then you could, like, technically trade with friends or whatever from across the country kind of thing. Or across countries, I don't know. You know, at the pay forward, you can still be, like, you know, still be able to interact with your friends from across the thing through Pokemon. I think that would have been an amazing idea. It's a shame they didn't think of that. Because I think that was one of the big things that I kind of was really sad about for Sword and Shield. Was that you had to pay to be able to do these extra functions kind of thing with other people. Now, there's this thing that I did in Sword and Shield that made the whole process of doing this incredibly fast. And I actually legitimately would recommend doing it. Now, now I'm not going to do a guide on it or anything like that, but if you wanted to level up extremely fast in Sword and Shield, you need one of the DLCs. Now, I know that it's a package deal, but if they ever do have a way for you to just buy one of them and not the other, then you want to be able to get the Isle of Armor DLC. I think you have to do a decent, not a decent chunk, but like at least a little bit of the story, enough to get towards the area where you can go into the forest. I definitely know you have to beat... What gym was it? You have to beat the 6th gym, I think. And you have to go on your way to the 7th one for it to work. So once you get the bike upgrade to be able to go on the water, you have to go on the water to a... You have to go through the forest until you get to like a small little pond area. And you have to kind of get lucky to get that, to get onto the den. You have to kind of use a wishing piece, or if you don't have to, it's an amazing luck, pretty much. And you have to keep trying to get the one with a 5-star Blissey as a rare den. It's a rare. It's a purple den. To get a 5-star Blissey. Now, for the 5-star Blissey, it has an amazing reward that's actually really good. I want to know if I can actually pull up that den. Nope, can't pull up that den. Amazing. Love this. Let's see here. There we go, we're just gonna search for Pokemon Sword. There you go. Okay. Because you definitely want to go on one of these dens. This den's amazing. Because I used it when I did have, I think, 2 Switches at one point. And it's an amazing. It is time consuming and it does take hours to do it. But I only did it so that I could have a stack of 999 of each item kind of thing. So that's what I mean, like it took hours, because I legitimately wanted to go through a stack. I think you get around, depending on how fast you can beat it, I want to say roughly about, I think you can do maybe 20 dens in 20 minutes kind of thing. And it doesn't take that long. It's more so the queue system and the fact that you can't force refresh the thing. I think if you could force refresh it, it would be much quicker. Because with both Switches, one was close to me and the other one was connected to a TV, so I could actually see it kind of thing. The one that I think had to continuously reset was connected to the TV. So that one that was doing the den takes about a minute. Make sure you save before you even go and accept anybody before you let your friends kind of join in. And then once you're done, there's two different ways you can do it. I do it this way kind of thing. So right when... It's better if you had two switches kind of thing, because you can actually see it. Or if you have a friend, they'll tell you, like, okay, we're just about to catch it. You go, okay. You go to the home button, and you click close application. And then you close the application, and then what it does is it can't technically save the game at all because you're during a battle. You can't save during battle. That's not possible in Pokemon games. So pretty much it just tells you that it's saving your progress, right? But it can't save it. So then what you do is you then go to what is it? Sorry, I'm blanking right now. Then you reset the application. You go back. You're at the den. You're about to do that Blissey Raid again. Do the same exact thing. Now, this gives items to 3 of the 4 players, as you would normally do for raids, right? I think it's pretty much always well known. If you don't, there's a video about it, so I'm not really gonna go talk too much about it. If you reset the den, there's a reset den sort of method you can do, so you can constantly go through the same den, reset, and all that stuff. This is how I did the Blissey den. Like, I did that. And you constantly want to keep doing this. I'm going to try and find that dungeon, or that area, specifically. I think it's this one. Is it this one? Show me the dens? I hope it does. That's going to help a lot. I wonder if it is this one. It is not helping. Okay, yeah. Okay, so it is this one. So, in the Forest of Focus, you will find a tiny, tiny island that the only way of getting onto is through the bike. There is a lonely tree with a raid den. Now, once you get towards that raid den, there is pretty much 2 Pokemon you really want here. I don't know if it's the only den with it. I'm just going to say that it isn't. But you have a chance of finding a... There's only 2 Pokemon of note here. Or at least in my opinion there is. You have a chance of finding a Blissey or a G-Maxable Venusaur here. You do have a chance of getting a non-G-Max Venusaur, but the Blissey is pretty much what we want to talk about right now. So, the 5-star Blissey is the best out of... I think it only has a chance of getting a 4. It has a chance of getting a 3, 4, and 5. The best is 5, obviously. 5-star Blissey is amazing. You can easily farm this. So for a 5-star Blissey, you have a 70% chance of getting 3 rare candies. But you'll always at least get 1. So 100% you'll get 1, 90% you'll get 2, with the 1 will be from the 100% and the other one will be from the 90. And through the 70, same idea, you'll get the 1 from the 100 and the 1 from the 90, but you'll also get 1 from the 70. Now that isn't guaranteed or anything like that. I'm just saying that you have a chance of getting 2 or 3 kind of thing, which is amazing. That's a free level. That's an item that will give your Pokemon a level, regardless of how much experience is required. That's amazing. And because these are actually, I don't want to say valuable, but these are actually really good items, so you also have a chance, you have a 5% chance of getting a lucky egg. Now, this I wasn't really too big on because experience candies are the way to go. So getting one of these really isn't that big of a deal for me, but it's still good to have. It's not. I'm not saying that it's a terrible idea. Don't go for it. Don't go for the lucky egg. Lucky egg's a bonus, to be fair. Plus, if you want to do the natural grinding method, I guess, you can do it. It's not that big of a deal. Maybe I'll show it off in a sword and shield thing, maybe, I don't know. So... yeah, Pikachu's gonna faint. Yeah, there was no way of saving Pikachu. It would have fainted regardless of whichever way we went. So with this Blissey Raid at 5-star, 5-star is the best by far. I'm not going to talk about 3 or 4 anymore. Or 3 or 4 at all. So for 5-star Blissey Raid, you'll get 5 Armorite Ore. Which is good because you can do a ton of stuff through the Isle of Armor DLC, specifically with this ore. Which is amazing by far. The other thing is Dynamax candies. You'll get 5 of them. Now, in case you're new to Sword and Shield kind of thing, when you Dynamax, normally you would have 50% extra HP, or health for sure. Or HP, health for sure. So when you Dynamax, you have 50% extra health. Now, if you wanted to increase this said health by an extra 50%, you need 10 of those candies, and you need to give it to those Pokemon. Now, some Pokemon you do get from raid dens automatically have this sort of, like they require less candies because they've already been in a den and sort of already been sort of feasting on this Dynamax candy during those dens kind of thing, or the Dynamax energy that those candies give. So you don't need to give them nearly as much. Yeah, I'll give you a drink. I'll give you fresh water first. Okay, we got Ice Beam. We'll give you a Soda Pop. A Rock Slide, alright. We're gonna go give you Lemonade. Tri-Attack? Yo, if any of them come in Tri-Attack, I would love that, because that's a 10% chance of paralyzing or freezing or burn, I think is the other one. Is it burn? Is it burn, the other one? Bide Toss. I won't teach this to any Pokemon. If any of my Pokemon learned Bide, I would get rid of them. No, okay. Sort of. There we go. Okay, I have a question. Is this how you do it again? For Yellow, or did Yellow change it? Because Yellow was the one that I couldn't remember how to do it. I think for Red and Blue, I think I always had a giant stack of Soda Pops, or I think it was Lemonades, actually. So I never had to worry about it. Okay, so back to the Blissey Raid before I'm forgetting myself now. So for the Blissey Raid, at 5-star you get 5 of the ore. You get 5 of the Dynamax candy. And not only that, you get 5 of each of the level up candies. So that's the... I think it's... Okay, I don't remember what the extra, like... Okay, I know there's 5 different ones. I know there's small, medium, and large, but I don't know if it's, like, very large, or... I think it's... No, it's X. That's right. It's XL. So you get 5 XL, or 5 extra large. You get 5 extra small, 5 medium, 5 large, and then 5 extra large. Now you might be asking, well, I only want the extra large ones. Well, you get all of them. You get 5 of each. So that's amazing. So I was able to go through the entire game twice. I went through the entire game 3 times with each of the Galarian starters with a twist. I did this when we were able to get the hidden abilities of each and every Mon. And here's how you get Bulbasaur. Take care of injured Pokemon and nurse this Bulbasaur back to health. Needs a good trainer to take care of it now. I know. Would you take care of this Bulbasaur? Yes, I will. What to name him? got an idea. I don't care if it's female or not. Doesn't matter. Leafia. There we go. Perfect. So now we have all 3 of the starters. Plus Pikachu. So yeah, so either way, like, you get a lot of the candies, and so pretty much each and every time you do it, you get 5 of each of the candies. So pretty much, you need to go through this entire thing. See, this makes sense, because this is supposed to be before Misty, but after Brock, I think. Yeah, so, like, I think 4... Yeah, let's just do the 4th gym while we're going to go back to Celadon. Yeah, because it takes around... So you need to do the Blissey run around 200 times, I think? Yeah, to max out each and every one of the candies. Now that's not including if you've already farmed for some of it for something else. I remember going through when Sword and Shield first came out, and I only had 1 Switch at this moment. I wanted to go through all of Pokemon Shields, because I had Sword first, or I played through Sword first, and I wanted to go through Shield as well, but I wanted to go with a little bit of a challenge. Because I went through all of Sword with pretty much 1 Pokemon, so I kind of wanted to challenge myself. I don't know if I battled anything, so I'm just going to go heal again. So I wanted to challenge myself a little bit and say, okay, can I beat all of Pokemon Shield with just 1 Pokemon? And so I started leveling up Cinderace, because that was the one that everybody was saying was the best of the 3 starters kind of thing. So I just said, okay, so I'm going to go with that one. So I was leveling up very, very slow, because I was just going through raid dens only, since I didn't have any friends, and I didn't have Nintendo Switch, well, I shouldn't say I don't have any friends. I didn't have any friends at that point that had a Switch with Sword and Shield kind of thing, until much later on. So I didn't really have a chance of getting that Blissey Raid or something equivalent to it. So I was only going through these 1-star ones. I got my Score Bunny / Cinderace to level 59 before I gave up. Before I stopped and went, you know what? I don't really care anymore. And I stopped that. It was either 59 or 53. It was one of the two. So as soon as I saw that it was going very, very slow just to get to like level 100, I just went, you know what? No point anymore. I'm done. Sure, I can one-shot the Pokemon, but I don't really care. It's going to take so long. Plus, it's only giving me like, what was it, 300 or 400 experience kind of thing. If fighting the Pokemon also gave experience while getting the XP candies on top of it, I would have probably stomached it maybe a little bit more. But now when they're giving me like, what was it? They gave me, I think, 2, 3 of the extra small candies, which is like, what, 600, 900 experience? And I'm like, higher than what the Pokemon probably would have gave, but not enough to make me want to actually continue it. So I stopped. The next time that I ended up doing that, I got my second Switch, so I was able to go and do this farming. Now, there was a, I don't know how much, I don't want to go like too in depth of what it was. There was a family party, and I had both of my Switches because I was leveling up the one so I could go and check out to see if Cinderace could beat all of Pokemon Shield with whatever moves it had, no extra TRs or anything like that, with whatever moves it could learn and that I thought would be perfect for it, while going through and doing that. So I had a... So I think I was going with I think the Pokemon that I chose was Rhyperior because it was quad weak to water, and I was using think I was using a water type, I can't remember what it was. I think it might have been Keldeo. I don't remember too much, but it might be something like that. Either way, I was using a Pokemon, and I was able to take down the Rhyperior with no problem at all. So I was doing that, I was playing both of them at the exact same time, and I was, sticking in my little corner, not trying to bother anybody or anything like that, I have my 2 switches on a table with both the controllers in front of those switches for those switches in general, and just started pretty much rinse repeating and all that kind of stuff. I had, I think, 2 cousins, tell me, "What are you doing?" And I said, "Well, I'm just farming, doing the normal stuff, grinding my Pokemon, getting them to a higher level." And they go, "Okay, but why do you need 2 of it?" "Well, one starts the farming, so the other one gets the rewards." And I don't know if this is this is just a different concept to people. That you can buy like multiple consoles kind of thing. Like you can have 2 of the same console, and this isn't considered cheating at all because you're still doing the farming. But I got called a cheater twice. Okay, first of all, I'm not botting because I can't do that. These 2 are legitimate switches. One is the newer model, which was the one with extended battery life, and the other one was the model before that. And I did check on my older model to see if I can homebrew it. I can't, so I got really sad for that, and I went, well, whatever, it's fine. I'm a little bit sad, but not sad enough that I'm going to be, like, pouting in the corner going, like, I really want a homebrew Switch. No, I was like, okay, you know what, I'm man enough to say, okay, you know what, I don't care right now, but at some point I did want one. So I ended up getting called a cheater twice, and in my head I'm like, how is this cheating? Like, how is it cheating? Like, if I had one switch... Okay, so here's how cheating in this kind of sense works in my mind. I'm wondering if this is probably the part where I don't understand completely. So for me, cheating in this instance is if I had a hacked raid den, specifically, that gave a ton of experience, ton of rare candies, ton of everything, and gave all of it through one battle. Gave all of it through one battle. The Pokemon had 1 HP, and you can easily just kill it. It doesn't have any raid shields or anything like that. You know, it's as easy as 1 and done. Now, I wasn't doing that. Again, I don't have a hack switch or anything like that. I had 2 normal switches at this point. So the only thing I was doing was rinse repeating a Rhyperior raid that I could do over and over again. I didn't really do it that much. I didn't really like stick doing that hit all that much. I think I only did like maybe 20 times, I think, and then I was done. Because I was getting sick and tired of getting called a cheater every time somebody kind of like, not looked at me, but every time somebody's like, you know, he's cheating, right? It's like, how? A cheater would not spend like $800 or so on 2 switches to do this task. It would spend 400 or 500 or however much switches at where you are. I know in States it's like 300, and I think here it's like 4 something. So yeah, so pretty much like I wouldn't have spent another $400 on another Switch. Mind you, I still would have. Better battery life. My favorite moment in that point. But like, same idea though. Like, I don't think anybody would buy a second Switch specifically to do this kind of farming. I mean, I didn't like. It's the same whole idea with like if what is it? If the DSi had a better feature for Pokemon where you can get better sort of, like you had a better rate of getting those extra good Pokemon kind of thing, or same thing with, what was it, the new 3DS and 2DS kind of thing? Like if they had a better rate of getting, let's say, Audino, I think, for Gen 5 kind of thing? Or not Gen 5, no, when was the last one? It was like Sun and Moon? Like if you had a better chance of getting like, let's say, the legendary Pokemon, or the, what's the other one? Pokemons, the Ultra Beasts or whatever. Let's say you had a better chance of getting it there. Sure, I can see that. You have a better chance of getting it. This raid den, I was just rinse repeating. That might have been the only thing that was wrong, and that could be considered cheating in a way. I find more of like a mild exploit, so you don't have to continuously keep rinse repeating trying to get that Rhyperior raid each and every time, right? But that's the only thing. Like, I wasn't using Action Replay or Game Shark or any of those kind of like extra cheats or anything like that. I was just playing the game. I got binded again. Like, it's like using the speed up in here just to help farm. It's helping the farm so I don't take too much time out of my life in making a Pokemon go from level 1 to level 100 because I think it would be a cool idea. No, I am not doing that. Like, it's the same whole idea with this Blissey Raid. Like, if this Blissey Raid existed when that happened, I would have done it. Because I think the Blissey Raid, or the DLCs came out, I think, I want to say 6 months after I did this. Yeah, I think it was 6 months after I did that. I got sick and tired of being called a cheater that I just pulled it down, and I was playing... What was I? I was playing... I think I played Diablo 3 a little bit until I was told to stop because there was too many children sort of thing around. Or I got sick and... No, I got sick and tired because it was a tiny... Because I was a tiny Nintendo Switch screen, plus I was also getting told that I shouldn't be playing it when children are present. And I'm like... Really? Like you guys should have better things to keep people busy. But I said, okay, whatever. So I switched and I was playing one game and I got sick and tired because of the tiny screen again. So I switched it. I forget what it was, and I was playing Minecraft on the Switch. I think. Yeah, I was playing Minecraft on the Switch. And here's the problem with me for the console versions. I am a PC gamer. I will go and get a Nintendo console specifically just to go play the Pokemon games. And there are some of those consoles that do have a Yu-Gi-Oh version, like a Yu-Gi-Oh game kind of thing. I'll go and pick that up too. But for the most part... let me see, what else can we do here? I'm distracting myself a little bit, but I'm just trying to figure out what we need to do. Okay, well, we can go through the Rocket Den, and I think that should be fine. While I go switch to Pikachu, so Pikachu can actually take care of some things. I want Pikachu to be the one that's more over-leveled than Drachytham, even though Drachytham I think probably has better stats and a better move pool. Yeah, because I think I stuck with Minecraft, and I think I died maybe once or twice within like an hour. Because I'm so used to having a mouse and keyboard, so having a controller in my hand, because I remember playing Minecraft with... on the PS4, I think? PS3 or PS4, I think? And the Xbox 360. I don't even know half the controls, or even like 75% of the controls that are on those consoles. Specifically because I'm so used to the Java edition, which was PC only, because Minecraft was only PC. And so that's what I was so used to, was that it was only on the computer kind of thing. So I was always on the computer and always playing Minecraft, so I got so used to the mouse and keyboard controls. And even when they added a new feature through the keyboard kind of thing, like sprint was double tap W for the most part. You couldn't use, Control or Shift, I think, for it. So you can toggle it on. Yeah, that never existed. It was always double tap W or double Yeah, it was double tap W. I'm trying to think if they ever had a double tap S kind of thing so you can sprint backwards, but I don't think so. I think it was just double tap W. And that was it. So when I ended up like sort of playing on the Nintendo Switch controller, I had to kind of learn the controls at the same time. That's not really good when you have a bunch of people around, like a bunch of kids around you that have already played Minecraft with the controller. So they're telling me that I'm not good at Minecraft. And I'm just like, I played it longer than you. I'm not joking, I have. I've played Minecraft since beta 1.3 on the PC. No, 1.12, sorry. Or 1.2, sorry. It was the update before beds even came out for the Java edition. Because I remember, because I made a base, and I made the makeshift bed thing that people used to do. And same idea, like I played Minecraft for a long time, but I've never steered away from the PC version nearly as much. That's the whole reason why the CircuitCraft server has never moved from Java Edition to Bedrock. That is one thing that we do want to do, but I gotta figure out if there's even a supported feature for a free Bedrock server that you can put on a computer though. Because I don't want the whole Realm thing where you have to pay and it only keeps it for a certain amount of time or whatever. Even though if it gives you free access to do whatever the heck you want kind of thing. I don't really care for that. I'd rather have full control over it, where if I want to delete, let's say, the Nether so we can reset it, I can do that through my computer. Or save it for the next time, so that let's say, oh man, I forgot, this one thing from the Nether. I can go, don't worry, I'll just go load that back in. Actually, I don't really remember if I talked about this. I think I talked about it briefly, but I don't think I talked about it fully. So I think I'll talk about it a little bit more through here. Even though it's more Minecraft related than actually Pokemon related, I think it's still fine because there's not really too much to talk about anyway. You could just say what the Rocket people are saying and just start making dialogue saying like, oh man, you're gonna defeat me or anything like that. It's not really that interesting. So this is a little bit of a history for the CircuitCraft server, especially during 1.15? Is it 1.15 or is it 1.16? No, it's 15. Yeah, so before I started uploading on this channel, because I think it was during 1.16. So 1.15, we originally, so CircuitCraft has existed since 1.13. Just 1.13, my friend was mostly doing live streams of it, and that was it. That was the only kind of videos that were being pumped around on it, was just live streams. At 1.14, same idea, live streams only, except for I think we added another member during the server. Now, this extra member did join us during 1.13, tried to make something, but since we were moving to 1.14 a little bit later on, after we sort of resolved an issue with structure blocks specifically, we sort of just started porting to 1.14, so he said, you know what? I'm going to go rebuild this in 1.14, and I'm just going to explode whatever I have currently in 1.13, and he literally just created a crater exactly where he was, and I went, well, okay then. So I think that's why when I went through 1.13, I never showed off their creations, because I knew one of them was a crater, and the other one, I never really did bother trying to look up where they were. So I never really did bother with trying to figure out where everybody was located, because who really cares? Know what I should have done? I should have stored items. Because right now, that's going to be pretty much the last item I'm going to be able to collect. Okay, can I go back at all? I need to go to the Pokemon Center. Yeah, that's what I was afraid of. So I need to go here, and I need to kind of go here, so I can do this, so we can go back to the Pokemon Center. Pretty much just store everything. But yeah, so during 1.15, we were having server issues where we were adding another member to the server, and they were having issues connecting to the server. Now, for some reason, I don't remember how this happened, but for some reason, the port closed itself and refused to open back up. Now, if you don't know how Minecraft servers work, your computer has to pretty much open a port through, like on your router kind of thing, to open a port specifically for the Minecraft server to go through, so that people can connect to it freely and, you know, anytime that they want. Now, for some reason, I don't know how this happened, but the router decided to just go, you know what, I'm going to keep this port closed for as long as I want to. And no matter how many times I tried to open it, it remained closed. So I got really angry, and I'm like, well, I don't know what the heck's going on here. So I tried, and I couldn't find a way to do it. Now, I think I said this in one of the Servercraft sessions, I think. So we ended up finding a free host, person, or company, or whatever, that would host a Minecraft server for free, with extra features with, I think it was Bucket, and I think Spigot, I think? I might be wrong on that. But they had like these extra features that we didn't really need. But they were freely providing it, so we're like, okay, like, we just want the free server kind of thing. And they gave us a bunch of really cool options for it. And one of the things was that at any point in time, if we want to download the world, at any point we can do that. It has extra commands specifically for this. So I thought, you know what? This will be kind of amazing. We get to add extra, we get to add data packs like they're nothing, and we get to, you know, do all this other kind of stuff, you know? It's amazing. This server literally did not like what we were doing. So when I got the router, well, we got a new router for it anyway. So when we got a new router, I was like, oh, I can do it now. So I was trying to download the world from them. It kept giving me errors and errors and errors on whatever it was kind of spitting out at that moment. So I said, what's going on here? It's just spitting errors out every which way I look at it. What is going on here? So I'm confused by everything that's happening right now. I don't know what's going on. This random free server sort of thing is just being very confusing. I'm trying to download it, and it's like, nope, don't want to. Don't want to let you have your world anymore. So I go to their customer support, and I tell them that I'm having an issue downloading, you know, the server from your whole network. So I thought, you know, maybe they might give me a direct link to, you know, download the world, or, you know, something like that. You know, something so trivial as that. I get told that it's out of their hands because they're using a free service in order to go and do this. Or they're using like a freeware code kind of thing in order for you to download the world. So I'm surprised by all means, and I'm like, so you guys can't help us? Nope, just keep on trying. You'll get it eventually. Well, now I'm pissed because we're having problems trying to get the server back into my hands. Now it's out of my control because I can't get it. And this is one of the reasons why I kind of like having, like, even if my friend had a server kind of thing, as long as it's in somebody I can trust kind of control, I would prefer that. But these random people have our world and are refusing to kind of give it to us at that point. Like, that's how I'm thinking about it. So I'm like, how am I supposed to be happy about this if you guys are just refusing to help us? So I keep brute forcing it, and it's not happening. Now I'm confused, and I'm pissed, because I don't know what's going on, and I can't get the world anymore. So I do two things with the server. So through their end, because I can look at the folder contents kind of thing, I deleted every structure block building that was ever created, and I also deleted every data pack. I made sure to have a copy of each and everything, so it doesn't really matter. And all I did was try to redo the download. And it finally gives it to me. So I was like, thank you very much. We're never using your service again. So that's how I got the world back. But something to kind of talk about in between this was that during this whole sort of thing, they reset our nether because they have a separate thing specifically for the nether and the end kind of thing. Like, it's not under, I think it's like dim 1 and dim 2, I think, for the nether and the end. They have specifically a folder called nether and I think end or something like that, or something around that kind of thing. So pretty much what we had to do is we ended up having, so I told everybody that was on the server specifically for the 1.15 one, while we were using their service, if you need to use the end, or not the end, but more so the nether, because the 1.16 was already not released, but was already sort of showing that it was a nether update. I ended up saying, do your nether shenanigans during 1.15 if you're restarting, or if you're a new person, or if you just want extra items or whatever from the nether, because once 1.16 comes around, it's being reset. And I also told everybody to not build anything in the nether because it is being reset, as I've stated. So yeah, so that's a little bit of history of Serica Craft, and especially the whole shenanigans that happened during 1.15. I was angry beyond belief. I could understand if I understand they're using a freeware code kind of thing. I don't know how to word it kind of thing. I think freeware code's the best way to kind of explain it. And they didn't understand how it kind of works. I can understand that. But it's on your server. You could send it to a free media, or not free media, what is it, like a free website to put it on, and give me a download link for it. It's not hard. I kind of find it hilarious, though, that they're like, oh yeah, we can't really do that. You're just gonna have to keep on trying. You're gonna have to keep forcing it, and hopefully you get that world back. And I'm like, you guys don't even know what you're doing, do you? Because that's not a good system, then. And if you know the server host, good for you. I don't recommend them anymore. I would have recommended them if they would have actually helped us. Because I would have been like, you know what? Despite having a little bit of issues, they helped us with it. I would have given them a good word. But nope, not anymore. Because with that whole shenanigans, they ain't getting any good publicity from me. Or even any bad ones, to be fair. Because I don't like them anymore. They did give us a free service that we can use. They also gave us something that I was kind of shocked about. So I have a friend that has their own server, and he says that with his server with mods, he uses 3 gigs of RAM. Okay? For Serica Craft, we use 5 gigs of RAM because that one sort of, that server host used 5 gigs of RAM, and we were fine. We were using Tridents, we were using Elytras, we were using everything. we only sort of got stutter if it was more of a Minecraft thing for Java Edition. It was more of a Java Edition Minecraft problem. It wasn't their server problem or anything like that. Like, we're still getting those stutters. Like, don't get me wrong, we're still getting those stutters. Not as much. OPK fainted. That's sad. I should have used the Hyper Potion on them, but who cares? Trickithem can be able to take care of everything now. But yeah, like, we're still having those issues. Like, even now. Like, I've had it a few times. I've gotten a few random disconnects here and there, so it's not really that. So it's not really their fault. It's more so Java's fault in this kind of thing. That's why, like, I think one person, during 1.14, was it 14 or was it 15? I can't remember. One person from my friend's chat ended up saying, like, why don't you guys just move the server to Bedrock? Because it's more stable, and plus, like, they have a better system specifically for high-end computers kind of thing. Or high-end PCs is pretty much what they put it at. And I ended up saying, though, that because a lot of our things work with structure blocks, and not just structure blocks, but we do use command blocks, and we use command signs. So if you don't know what a command sign is, it is a sign that you can normally place on the wall like a normal Minecraft sign, but in the background it actually acts like a command block. So you right click and it has a command that it executes. Most of mine are mostly just teleporting in between walls, because I don't use doors and I don't like to keep my hallways as open as possible, because it makes the ship look bigger than what it is, and it's not really worth having that sort of hassle. I'd rather have some kind of dividers kind of thing. Okay, drop the lift key, buddy. But yeah, but that's kind of the only reason why I use command signs for the most part, is just to go through walls. I do have a few that are different. I have one that spawns in a few items that are not actually obtainable through vanilla, but nothing too bad. But yeah. But pretty much that's the whole shenanigans for that. Though that's the whole reason why we haven't gone Bedrock yet. And I remember going through one server... No, not one server, what is it? What was it? Was it a server thing, or was it just something else? No, I remember what it was. So, there was an application, I forget where I found it. It might have just been Planet Minecraft, or it might have been just a YouTube video. I'm not quite sure. I'm not quite sure how I obtained it. I know I got it. Where it was able to convert a Java Edition world to Bedrock. So I was able to convert one of my worlds to this. Now there is something that needs to be mentioned as well. So when this thing ended up converting my one of my worlds into this, it did have, I think it was one of the bases, I forget which one it was, but it had one of my bases, and pretty much it wasn't fully good on figuring out which blocks were which, as some blocks were missing. So I was like, okay, you know, this is somewhat fixable, you know, just load up Java Edition to the side and with the world and just do it. That's not the problem. The problem is that half of the chests, and not just half of the chests, all of the chests, all of the barrels, and all of the... I had shoulder boxes on some of them, I think. Oh, this is new. Oh, another step, brat. How dare you humiliate us on Mount Moon? It's payback time, you brat. Okay, this is a cool fight. Okay, I'll put a pin on it and we'll just do this fight. Okay, what do you have? A level 25 Coughing. Well, I have a level 42 Charizard known as Drakitham, so he's just gonna invert it. I should take it out in like one shot anyway. We'll slash you. There we go. Okay. Ekans. It's a nice mod. It's gonna get slashed. And it's gonna go down. Such a dreadful twerp. Yep. Next to Team Rocket's blasting up again. Okay. I gotta go back and heal. I might as well go heal Pikachu as well. Well, I might as well heal Drakitham at the same time, is what I meant to say. But yeah. So, back to the topic at hand. So pretty much every storage item that was actually in that base at that moment was empty, or it had a bunch of items missing for no reason at all. Because all of those items actually existed within Bedrock Edition. So I was confused by all means. I didn't understand what was going on, but for some reason, everything was gone. And I didn't understand why that was happening. So I got really confused. And so I was like, you know what? I don't want this Bedrock Edition thing anymore. I'm gonna leave. And I kind of just left it alone. Now, I do know for a fact that you don't really need to make a Bedrock server. You can just have one person as the host kind of thing, and everybody else just kind of joins in if they're your Microsoft, I think, friends or Xbox friends kind of thing. But I'd rather just have the server kind of thing, and just if you have the IP or whatever kind of thing, whatever you can set it to, you just log in through that. I'd prefer that. Like, for ServerCraft, in order for somebody to get in, I have to give you the IP. Which is fine. I prefer that. Like, I prefer that sort of interaction, because then it's like, oh, the only way you can join is if I give you my IP. So I'd rather not just have like an extra roadblock, like you have to have my IP and you have to have my Microsoft friends or whatever. Not saying Microsoft friends or whatever is bad, just saying that I would prefer to have more interaction kind of thing with that. Where you have to message me instead of just adding me as a friend, and it's just as simple as that. Add as friend. Done. Well, great. No, I don't want to use item. I want to use Pokemon. We're going to go switch to Drakitham, because Drakitham can definitely take on his Onyx. No problem at all. Rock throw. Interesting. I have Ember, which should be able to take you out in one shot, or be very, very close. But yeah, so there's a lot of history in StarCraft. StarCraft is, well, it's more outside of it than more inside kind of thing. Because I think everything else that happened mostly on the inside, it's already in a video at some point. Like, there's already like a few running jokes here and there. Blood of the Sun is one of them, which is a faction that a friend of mine has created on the server. Literally, its initials is bots. It has a cap, and it literally has a joke in of itself. So, how you're supposed to spell bots in a shorter form is a capital B, lowercase o and t, and a capital S. So it's really weird, is pretty much where it is. Which is hilarious, because you look at it and you go, I don't like this. It looks really funky. It's hilarious. And I kind of tried to make that joke in, what was the MMO? I can't remember. Wait, was it an MMO? Yeah, but it confused it, and so it capitalized everything, or it turned it all lowercase, and I'm like, no, you're ruining the flair of it. I can't remember what it was. To be fair, I can't remember. I know for a fact it was an MMO, actually, now I'm remembering it. I know it was an MMO, but I don't remember which one. So each and every new MMO, I always try and make a guild now, and or faction, or whatever you want to call it. I make one now, and I call it Blood of the Sun now. Because I love that. I love that name. It's perfect. It's not that it gets right to the point, it's that it's just hilarious just to kind of put the initials on anything. So if there was ever something that showed off like the team sort of like initials kind of thing, you just see 2 capitals and 2 lowercase. And it just gets so confusing. You're like, just either capitalize everything or capitalize the first letter. Don't capitalize the first and the last letter. I love it so much. It's just so good. I love it a lot. It's one of the, and I think everybody in the server has joined, minus one person. Yeah, but they haven't joined in a long time, so I don't really. I mean, I keep trying to message him, telling him that the server's on and the server IP is this, and all that stuff, but I don't get no reply. So yeah, so it's so either he got a new number and never told me, or his contacts changed and he's got and he has me as unknown number. I don't know. Either way, it doesn't really matter. We only have, I think, 2 members now, so fine. I'm still trying to get another one of my friends to actually join with us. I've already sort of convinced him that as soon as he gets Minecraft Java Edition, he should join the server. And it's already on one of his like to-do list kind of thing. So we're already gonna have like a 3rd member. So it's gonna be kind of fun. What is this color scheme? It looks like vomit. I'm not even joking. Look at that. It looks like vomit. It's so mean. I think that purple would have been better here, because purple could represent ghost or something like that, not puke green. Interesting. Alright, Darkness. Has he always had a Furo? No, isn't it supposed to be Pidgeot? Did he change it? Or is it different in this game? I don't remember him ever having that. Thunder? No, because Rain Dance is not a thing. Yeah, Rain Dance is not a thing, so it's always going to be inaccurate. I'd rather just have perfect accuracy. Okay, I think Yellow, he has a different team, because I don't remember him ever having a Shelter at this moment either. And by that I mean, like, I don't remember this being in blue or red. So I'm confused. But yeah, I think StarCraft has more had technical issues outside of it than anything else. I'm just gonna go double team a bunch of times. Double team 3 and then quick attack. Yeah, because we had issues at first when we moved the server from, I like to call it monochrome because it's black and white. From monochrome over to cube, we've had a little bit of issues here and there, where for some reason Cube was unable to install Java perfectly. It had a few random issues with it, and I couldn't understand why it was happening. So Cube had Cube had an issue where it couldn't even load the server. It had a few Java issues as well. And the whole answer to that was to install Java twice. And then, even then, it was having an issue with Minecraft. So I was having even more issues with that. I like how he says he caught a Cubone, by the way. But it wasn't in his party. I just caught a Cubone. Wait, does he have a status condition? Oh no, he's scared because we're in Pokemon Tower. Okay. Yeah, so we had a bunch of Java issues, and pretty much nobody could help me on it, because everybody kept telling me how to install Java perfectly fine, and I'm just like, guys, I've had 20 computers before this one. I know how to install Java. So I installed one version of Java, didn't work, and it gave me an error too, and I thought that was kind of weird. And then I installed a different version of Java, no error, so I'm like, okay, this is perfect. So it's working. I try a server, doesn't work, and I'm like, that's interesting. So I go and try a different, so I kept trying different versions of Java, and nothing's working. So I tried looking online for a version of Java that didn't have this error, apparently. And so I downloaded that version, and that version wasn't working. So I kept repeating this, finding different versions of Java that just won't work. So I tried the online versions of Java. Nothing worked. I tried the offline versions of Java. Nothing worked. I'm gonna go fight that trainer above. So I was like, what is going on here? So I keep trying to get Java to work. So I have to go through, so I have to download a, what was it? I had to download a normal version of Java, online or offline, I don't really think it mattered, but I think I had to get one version of it. Then I had to go and get a developer version of it, and then it works. Java's working fine, nothing wrong. The server will now load. Sort of. So, the server loaded up perfectly fine, but nobody can connect to it. I'm confused because I had Minecraft installed on it because I knew for a fact that it might require Minecraft to be installed on it. So Cube only has one game, and that's Minecraft. It's always funny trying to update your graphics card because it's like, you only have one game, it's Minecraft, and I'm like, yeah, I only have one game on it. So it's so sad that you see the game list going like, one game. So it's so sad just to see it that way. But yeah, so you see like Minecraft, and it's not working, and so I'm like, I'm baffled by this. I'm asking all my friends that have ever had server or had Minecraft issues, and I'm like, I don't understand what's going on here. So we're trying to troubleshoot, and I'm like, well, I have an idea. I'm gonna try this. So I go on Minecraft. I didn't know if this is actually exactly how you had to do it. I don't know if it's just a coincidence it did it. I don't know. But I've never had this be a thing. I kind of thought they were separate, but I guess not. So when you load up Minecraft and you click on multiplayer, there's supposed to be a pop-up that tells you what networks you want to be able to have this sort of thing work during public networks or private networks or both or none, whatever. So I'm like, so I didn't have this enabled on Cube because I never loaded up Minecraft on Cube. So I'm like, okay, I think through this I'll just load up both. And something else that I kind of want to mention before I go further with this is that, by the way, I am the only one that can connect to Cube because I could go through localhost. So I was connecting through LAN. I wasn't connecting through the internet. I was connecting through LAN. So it was easier for me to access it than anybody else. So I was asking your friend, hey, can you try and log in? He goes, oh, no, I can't log in. So I'm like, well, I don't understand. So I go, okay. So I go through so I clicked on Minecraft. So I tried to boot up Minecraft and went through multiplayer, and I'm like, maybe this is the problem? But I don't see that too much as a problem because the Minecraft server is loading through Java. It's not loading Minecraft to then load Java, it's just going straight to Java. It's not connecting to Minecraft in any way, shape, or form, in my opinion. So why would I have to have Minecraft to enable through which connections it should allow, like, internet connection to, kind of thing? That didn't make any sense to me, so I said, whatever, it's fine. So I tell my friend to go and, you know, just briefly check it. I didn't hear back from him for a week. So I go, okay, so I'll ask a different friend to go and see if he can connect to it. So I give him the IP, and I'm like, I don't know if I need to tell you this, so I want you to try, like, you know, try it without this. If it doesn't work, then try it with it, kind of thing. And it worked. He got on. He even sent me a picture of it. But I didn't need him to send a picture of it because I could just look at the server log. I always do it. I always check the server log whenever something's happening. Or whenever we need to pray to Lord Cube in order to turn off rain. Or anything like that. Same idea. Like, I don't understand how I was having a server issue, but I didn't understand it, to be fair. Like, I didn't understand that you needed to turn on Minecraft at some point. Is this a wild Pokemon? That was a wild Pokemon. I didn't need to use a move. Got fully healed. Nice. But yeah, I didn't understand why I was having that issue. I guess it might have been Minecraft needing to have that connection. But to me, it doesn't make any sense because I consider them as separate applications. Unless this could actually be it, and now that I'm thinking about it, Minecraft didn't enable itself to go through my firewall. It enabled Java to go through the firewall. So the server, since it's using Java, it enabled it through the firewall. But using it through Minecraft was much easier. I don't know. I'm just still trying to figure that out. Even though it's already been solved, it works, server's on. I currently have it running in the background because I'm waiting for things to be done. Still, I'm still so confused in how, like, I don't know. It's weird. Or maybe Minecraft had to load fully at one point. I don't know. Yeah, because the only thing I did with Minecraft for Cube before I did that whole shenanigans was install it, made sure that Minecraft was fully installed. That's it. And then I kindly just ended up, like, quit game, and then just started the server and seeing if that worked. And then nothing did, and I got really confused. Because I remember the whole shenanigans. Because it was just that stupid, in my opinion. It was just that dumb. I'm trying to figure out exactly why the server's not allowing anybody to get on except for me. And the only way that I can actually interpret it that it was allowing me to get in was because I had LAN access. I can access it through LAN. We're on the same network. So I can understand that, like, I can access it. But why can't anybody else? The port is open. I checked through 3 websites to find out if the port was open. It is. And even through the server, if you try to throw in a port number and it actually isn't open, it tells you that the port is either in use or it's not active. So the port's not the issue this time. Because that's what the problem was before, was that it kept telling me that the port was closed. And that's why nobody could get on before. And that's why I had to go on that free service. Because it wasn't just this one person had that problem, it was somebody else. Because one of my friends was always coming over specifically just so that we could do land stuff, kind of thing. Well, he was doing the streaming kind of thing. We were both on the same server doing the same shenanigans or whatever. We were doing our own little thing. I don't know. We were doing stupid stuff, I think. I know for 1.13 and 1.14, we did all of our farming for those versions. Specifically, we did those versions. 1.13, I think we made the first zombie farm. Because this is when we wanted to go and do a lot of the farming beforehand. We started from nothing, and we worked our way from 1.13 and 1.14 to be pretty much rich at this moment. And near the end of 1.14, I want to say, we started using data packs. Because I saw someone who was using a data pack. Which data pack was it? Oh no, wait, this is going back down. No. I think it was the random items data pack, and I thought, data packs can do that? Wait a minute. So I went on a website and looked on their data pack section and took a brief look at all of them, you know, just taking a little peek at it. I think it was Planet Minecraft where I got most of it from. And through Planet Minecraft, I found a data pack that acted like one of the mods that I absolutely loved because it dealt with cutting down trees. It was Tree Capitator. Or Timber Mod or whatever. They were both identical, I think. I think one of them had a feature that got rid of the leaves as well as the tree itself. Like, it deleted the entire tree. Whereas the other one, I think, just got rid of the logs itself. But both of them did identically the same. Okay, I don't know if Pikachu can deal with this, so I'm going to switch to Drachythum for now. Okay, this is not it, okay. Be gone, intruders. Nope. Yeah, because I'm trying to remember, because 1.13... Yeah, because we had zombie, skeleton. We did not have a stray farm, as unfortunate as it is, because we couldn't find a winter biome. We had a husk farm because we read somewhere, I forget where, husks are more easier to spawn than zombies were for natural. Like through natural means kind of thing. Okay. Self-invisible or prepare to fight. Okay. So I remember I know one session of StarCraft we went through all the different versions. I didn't show the farms off because I thought it would be kind of boring to show off every little farm. The zombie, the skeleton, the stray. They were all basic farms that you could easily find a tutorial on YouTube anyway, so I didn't really think it was that. And plus they were all copied designs kind of thing. Like none of it was unique in any way, shape, or form. It was just copy-pasted. Maybe a little bit of extra things, like maybe we added we added the same thing and then we double stacked it or triple stacked it or like quadruple stacked it or something like that. But you know, making it bigger, more efficient kind of thing. That was the only thing that we did that was different. We didn't go and, you know, make our own different design or anything like that. We had a drowned farm that I think it had a chance of producing tridents I think, more efficiently. We found a method to make Drowned, I think, have a higher chance of having Tridents, I think. Or was it Tridents or Nautilus Shells? I forget. We'll regret this. No, we won't. Looks like Team Rocket busting off again. But yeah, we had a Drowned farm that had an either increased way of getting Nautilus Shells, because you sort of glitched the tick system, I think, or you glitched something. I forget what it was. And you can get you have a higher chance of finding Drowned with Tridents. Or spawning, I forget what it was. I forget how it worked. And, we had that. We had a tree farm that was mostly just like a giant plain of like grass, specifically just to put saplings on it. You could just chop it down like nothing. I think that's all we did in 1.13. I don't think we went too crazy in it. 1.14 we went super crazy. We ended up making an iron farm. We ended up making a gold farm in that version. And I made my own villager farm and all that such. Yeah, then 14 I think is where I made like an automatic bamboo farm. I think I might have showed that off. Automatic cactus, automatic. I know my friend made a sugarcane one. I can't remember what it was. But yeah, but that's pretty much all of it for now. Sorry I was rambling on about Minecraft. I find it just more interesting than most of the stuff in here. But yeah, so next time we will go all the way to Koga's gym, but we will have a surprise for Koga. We will have 4 Pokemon. And maybe we won't get another team wipe. But, or it will be much more difficult to get a team wipe, I should say. So, yeah. I'll see you guys next time for some more Pokemon Yellow.